Slide over.
Can you reach in?
Okay.
Hey guys. Look at that. Our special guest is ready. Look at Chadwick is here. Look at this. Kalina should be on any second. How's everybody doing tonight? You excited?
Who, me?
Everyone. Everyone should be excited. Be pumped.
Oh, our office.
Oh, Chad.
Office.
This is your bedroom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I see the love. I feel it.
We're getting a pull-out couch.
That's fine.
Needed an office, man. I'm sorry.
It looks good, though. I like it.
Thanks. Dana, congrats on the car.
Thank you. I was literally just writing somebody about it.
That's awesome.
Because, I don't know, he just said, nice Tesla, fancy. And I said, well, the company just added Tesla to the car plan. I literally had no choice.
Yep. Sam's all ready. She's like, I'm getting an all black everything.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I did all black and then white interior.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
White interior with the kids, huh?
They actually said that the white interior is the most durable
Really?
with Tesla. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So
Something
I have no
maybe
idea.
Testing that out.
I know. I guess there's like YouTube videos.
What about for hair color?
Hair color. Yeah, well, luckily I don't have to tote that around anymore. But yeah, hair color, wine. Like there's one where like they spill wine. I'm like, why would I have wine in my car that's open? So there's that. I'm like, my big concern is like pens, pencils, crayons, and they're like, comes right off, wet cloth or dry. Like, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Kalina, are you on here and I'm not seeing you? I don't see her yet. So we're going to get started at 7 o'clock. Thank you for everyone that zoomed in. And thank you to our special guests. We have 3 special guests tonight. Dana, Chuva, Chad Stokes, and Kalina Doobie should be making her way on any second. She might be busy with the cherubs. That happens. Yes, if you could text her, that would be great. So we're going to start with Dana. She's going to tell you a little bit about her backstory for those of you that don't know it and don't understand what is available to you in this company and what you can achieve when you set your mind to it and you become unstoppable, like that lady right there.
For sure. So I actually started, I just hit 3 years on the 9th. And I guess a little backstory about where I was before Lavelle is kind of important, I think. So my husband and I, we met in high school. We did not date. We just went to prom together. Whatever. And we never dated. And then all of a sudden he took a job overseas working for the government, and I became a hairdresser. And so we ran into each other while we were out, and we started, we were instantly attracted to each other. We got married 4 months later. Yeah, we moved quick. We got married 4 months later, and he deployed that following month to go back overseas. So the first 3 years of our relationship, he was overseas pretty much a majority of that time, including when I had our daughter, Sophia. Sophia, I was born with Fernando overseas. He didn't meet her until she was 4 months old. And that was probably one of the biggest struggles that we had to deal with, I think, as a family, because it wasn't just us at this point. Now it was bringing children involved. And, I constantly found myself saying, hey, I really wish that you would be able to experience this, or I really wish that you were able to see her do this. And he met her when she was 4 months old and then went back overseas. And he officially came home when she was about a year old. So he missed out pretty much on her whole first year. So when we had Silas, our second baby, we decided that he was going to come home for good and he would get a job in the United States. So we went from a $200,000 pay to about $50,000 pay. And we really didn't see him at all. He was gone before the kids woke up, and he was home after the kids went to bed. So the only thing is he got to sleep in our bed, even though we became extremely grumpy with each other. I was tired because of the kids. He was tired because he had worked all day. He would come home, grab a 6-pack of beer, watch TV. I would literally just cry, really. And he would constantly say, why don't you just take a bath? And I'm like, we can't afford the water bill. I mean, literally things were that tight. We were on food stamps. We were on Medicaid. You guys, I seriously remember being in line at the grocery store, and I had to go put cereal back because it wasn't on our WIC card. And at that time, it wasn't like this actual like credit card. It was like those embarrassing like vouchers. Like there was a voucher, and it told you exactly what you could get. And if it wasn't exactly that, you had to go put it back. Let me talk about the most embarrassing thing in my life is having to go there with my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law and buying that and things not going through, and I had to go put them back on the shelf. Y'all, that was the kind of struggle that we were going through. I would bring my sick kids to the doctor, and they said that we were no longer in their plan, that we had to call Medicaid and we had to get on a different doctor's plan because they no longer accepted Medicaid. I was on the phone for probably 3 hours with the sick kids so I could find another doctor to go to and then try to get in. You guys, it was such a struggle all the time. And so I knew I needed something. I knew that I was wanting to do great things. I just wasn't sure what. I knew I was not going to survive in a job atmosphere. I did not like when people told me what to do, when I had to be somewhere at a certain time. I don't do well with like that, like, I guess authority, like at all. I don't know why, I just don't. I think that's why I became a hairdresser, because I feel like I just kind of could make my own schedule and I kind of could come and go as I please. The problem with that is if you don't work doing hair, you don't get paid. And so having 2 kids, trying to find daycare, to put them in daycare, put them, go to the salon, I literally would have to make like $2,000 a week just to break even. I mean, it was just, for $2,000 a month, sorry, just to break even with paying for daycare, paying for the salon. I mean, it was just like stressful. So that's a little bit of the backstory of what was going on in my life at that time. And I remember that one day I was actually doing hair out of my kitchen. Silas was barely, I think he was in his crib at the time. Sophia was like running around the house throwing popcorn. I don't know why I remember popcorn, but popcorn was literally like all over the place. And I was like ready to just go crazy. And the girl's processing. I'm still in my pajamas, literally something like this. And I get the message from my upline, and she's like, okay, seriously, like, is it time? And I'm like, yeah, it is. We were past due on our mortgage. We were past due on our car payment. I was driving a broken down Dodge Durango, and it would literally shut off as I was driving, like power steering and everything, like completely shut off. And so talk about like, we got the family car. So at that point we were just like, okay, well, what do I do? So I ordered it. I put it on the last available limit of our credit card. This is after 5 months of making fun of Lindsay, my upline. 5 months of making fun of this product and saying, oh, look, thriving, how cute. Y'all, I did that too. If y'all did it, guess what? We've all been there. And so here I am making fun of my friend on Facebook, and I'm like, I would literally call our mutual friend just so I could verbally make fun of our friend. Like that was just a bad place for me. Anyways, so I ordered this product. I get it there. Now I've done direct sales before. I was very unsuccessful. I thought I was doing successful until I looked at my bank account and realized I was spending 10 times more money than I was actually making. But I thought I was like the ish. Like I would go to conference and I had like the whole like shebang, and I'm like, look how good I am. And then I got home and I'm like, wait, I still can't pay my bills. Like I'm not doing so good. And I think a lot of direct sales, are like that. They're like, think that they're doing this wonderful thing because they're praised all the time. It's like, don't praise me, like pay me. So I ended up not wanting to be a promoter. I signed up as a customer. And When I got my product, I wrote Lindsay and I was like, holy crap. Like, I cannot believe how I feel. I am seriously like on my hands and knees scrubbing my kitchen floor. I've rearranged everything in my house. Like, I don't know where to stop. Like, I'm literally vacuuming the walls. Like, I don't know like what's happening. And so I was like, does this end? And she's like, it doesn't though. It doesn't end. And so, my story is going a lot longer than I thought. I'm sorry. I know you have other speakers. I'm in a hurry, I promise. Okay, so rewind or fast forward, started the product, absolutely loved it. It was, game changer. I finally said, okay, I'm ready to share this with everybody. Like, I don't care, anything as long as it's free, which obviously we all know because we're all here, it is. And I decided to just share it. Y'all, let me tell you that within less than 3 years, I think it was like 2.5 years, we hit Lavelle Millionaire. We were one of the first, 45 in the company, which was huge. We got to go out to Jason Camper's house and do this huge thing. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I still never forget standing in that line that day and how it felt, when I had to go put that food back because I couldn't afford it. I will always consistently pour into my team, pour into my business, and pour into other people. For whatever reason, this company believes the same things that I do, and we just kind of found each other and matched. I'm going to be honest, you guys, I love that this company, you can be successful without $1 in your pocket. You literally do not have to spend $1 in order to be successful in this company at all. So whoever says you need money to make money is lying to you. Second thing, you're going to have a lot of people that tell you that you can't, you won't, you shouldn't. Most of them are going to be people close to you. It's going to be a neighbor, a best friend, a parent, maybe a spouse. I was lucky I had my spouse back me 100%, but my parents did not. My friends did not. But I'm telling you right now, they're all friends now. They all want to be around now. You guys, people don't want to be around when things are uncomfortable, when things are new. You're going to be the one that has to change their mind. Don't accept somebody to change your future because they're making fun of you, or they're not ready, or they're not open enough to see what you see. So anyways, basically now, I got a new Tesla today. I'm pretty excited. That's now added onto the car bonus plan. So, it's funny because I keep getting like, okay, well, how did you get the $1,600 a month? I'm like, I don't know yet, but I'll get it. Like, I don't know how, I don't even know what it is, but when they announce it, I will figure it out. So, I'm all in with this company. I'm all in 100%. I always will be. I back this 100%, the product, the business. I never, ever, ever question what Paul and Jason are doing. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you use your heart a lot more than your head, you will be successful in this business. The second that you start using your head before your heart is the second that you're not going to do well. So literally, like, hold your team as far as like under your wing. I want like literally comfort your team, cheer on your team, always, always, always let them know how much you mean to them. And also your newest people as well. The people, love them where they're at, but don't love them too long where they're at. Like, keep pushing them. Like, we can only love them for so long where they're at, right? All right, I'm going to pass it over to you before I take over this whole call.
Well, it was awesome. I see all of you guys. I love you where you're at, but I'm still going to push. So I wanted you guys all to hear Dana's story because, first of all, she's an amazing person. She's a very good friend of ours. She's super motivated, and she is all in with this company. And the last thing I wanted you guys to know is her struggles are the same that we all have. And guess what? Dana's from New England. And I keep hearing from you guys, New England people are different. New England people are different. Sorry, that's a lot of BS. People are people. And once you figure it out, it works. Don't get it in your head, because once you believe it, your customers are going to believe it. Dana says, here, this is what you're doing, and they just do it, right? Am I right with that? Isn't that how you do it? She just says, here, I'm going to do this and this and this, and here's what it's going to cost you. Give me your credit card. It's all good. Because she's confident. She loves the product. She knows it works, and she has belief in herself and the product and Paul and Jason. And once that happens, guys, like, everything falls in place. So Dana, thank you so much. I know you have another call to jump onto, and you're welcome to hang out as long as you can. But if you got to go, we totally understand. Thank you, guys. Give the love to Fern and the kiddos. I would like to bring Chad Stokes on next.
Hi.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you finally. It's been months.
I mean, I've been busy working.
That's good. That's good. We're going to have you share a little bit about struggles in life, and I know you know all about them. And a lot of people don't know your story. Again, Chad is on Dana's team, and thankfully Dana has, she kind of owns Florida, so she kind of adopted us as her adopted teammates, and we love her for that. And we love her entire team, and you guys, I know a lot of them, and you see them on Facebook. And I'm here to tell you that these friends that we've made are just as amazing in person as they are on Facebook. There's no BS here. When they tell you, when you hear from someone else, these people are amazing, they are, without a doubt. We help each other because we're friends and nothing else. They adhere to the one team, one dream. Right, Chad?
I agree.
It's all you, brother.
Hey guys, so thanks for having me, Scott. My name is Chad Stokes. I am a hairstylist by trade. I'm a Lavelle promoter by passion, and I live in Orlando, Florida. So my journey with Thrive started with Dana messaging me for about 6 months, constantly messaging me, asking, telling me I need this product, this is what it can do for you. And I was blatantly ignoring her. Dana was a great friend of mine. We had a lot of good times together when we were younger. And there was always someone that, like, when she wrote me, I was like, oh, what does she have to say? I'm not doing direct sales. I don't want any part of this. No. I had finally gotten to my highest weight I ever was, which was 327 pounds. I had been to a doctor. I was on weight loss pills. I was gaining weight. My personal struggles in my life were behind me at that point, but always being mindful that it could change at any second. I was an addict. I was a manipulator. I was all of those things. And when I got off of all of that and I guess got healthy, I got really unhealthy, and I was on high blood pressure medication, heart medication. I was size 42 waist. I would wake up in the morning and walk in the salon and absolutely hate being there. And I love doing hair. It's my release. It's my passion. I love it. And when I'm in that moment, everything disappears. And for me, going into the salon and being grumpy and hateful and not wanting to be there wasn't really me. So cut to Dana sending me those messages. The last one she sent me was, don't ignore me. You need this. For whatever reason, that was the message that stuck to me. And, I would, like I said, be in the salon. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. When I would take a shower, I would take off my clothes and I would duck my head and jump in the shower because I couldn't stand to look at myself. So that message from her really, really resonated with me. So I waited still about 7 or 8 more days until I decided to order the package. I started as a customer, and I 6 days later hit the promoter button from Dana. And I was like, I'm going to LA, Dana. I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time to devote to this. And she's like, it'll be fine. So my first 3 weeks as a promoter, I was actually in LA, trying to figure out this whole huge business and also trying to move my life out there for what I thought was going to be an awesome move. And it wasn't, of course. But during the VIP period and whatnot, I was in LA, and I was trying to, deal with the time change and all this craziness that was happening, plus deal with being new in a salon that I had never been to. From there, I got home and was like, I'm really going to make this work. I love the product. I love what it's doing for me. I started losing a little bit of weight. My 6 week picture, I guess, I had slimmed down a little bit. And I remember Dana saying, when you start this, take before pictures because your body's going to change. And I was like, she's full of shit. It's not going to change. And so my 6 week picture I took, and I was like, wow, I actually look good. And then it just kind of kept going from there. I wasn't hurting in the salon. My body was changing. My face looked better. My skin looked better. I mean, it was all these things that we all experience. I was sharing it with everyone. I was sharing it with my clients, with my coworkers, with everyone. I hit 12K in 64 days with the company, and unfortunately, I just bought a brand new car, so I had to wait to get my Lexus till later. But I was 12K for 13 months. What this means to you guys is that I could have given up so many times. In my life too, I could have given up so many times. And anytime I hiccuped or anytime something happened, I could have just been like, you know what, whatever. But you can't give up. You can't stop. And I feel like as a person that's been through a lot in his life, you have to kind of keep moving forward instead of kind of moving backward. And, there was months where I wanted 40K so bad I could taste it. And it wasn't happening. And 13 months later, I changed my mindset and moved this more, shifted to a business. And I started doing weekly team calls. I started doing weekly Zoom calls. I started doing promos for my team and really kind of gaining that momentum. And, we finally hit 40K in the end of November, which was a huge accomplishment. And what I'm saying to you guys is like, Dana's story is totally relevant and amazing. And I love her. And my story is amazing. And I love me, but we're two totally different people. Don't compare your story and your journey to mine or Dana's. It's yours to follow. It's yours to have. It may take you 17 months to hit 40K. It may take you 2 years to hit 40K. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what matters is people are feeling better. You're getting messages about that, and you look better. I am now 252 pounds. I have leaned up. I went from a size 42 to I just got into a size 36 waist, and it took 21 months to do it. I did, and I'll be honest, have a little bit of a hiccup at the beginning of January. And the thing is like what you do from that point on is what determines the rest of your life, basically. And so if you guys ever get into a situation where you feel uninspired or you feel alone or you feel whatever it is that you're feeling to make you feel less than, I promise it's you making yourself feel like that. But also pick yourself up and keep moving, because that's exactly what I've done for 21 months in this business, and I will continue to do it for another however long it takes me to get to 200K, because I want to feel what Dana feels. I try to instill in my team all the time, to be leaders and to do what I do. This was my fourth lifestyle getaway that I went with Lavelle on, and this was also my fourth VIP event that I qualified for. Since I started with this company, I put on my vision board, I will be at every VIP event for lifestyle getaway, and I'll be at every lifestyle getaway. Did I get airfare? No, but the point is that you're around hundreds and thousands of people that are like you. And if you guys aren't pushing for the lifestyle getaways, I promise you it will change. It will inspire you. It will change your mind. It will change your life. And you see all these people, and that's how Scott and I came really close, was Punta Cana, my first lifestyle getaway. Kim too, it was, it's crazy to me how much of a family this business has brought so many different people together. And I just hope that and pray that the people that have come into my life remember all the good memories and remember all the fun, and also remember all of the hard work and tears and challenges that this business brings. And that's the end of the day. I tell people all the time, like, if you want to be challenged, join me, because it's a challenge, and we all agree that it's hard sometimes, and we always get a lot of no's, and it's okay. No's are okay. But share, like Dana said, and sometimes I forget this, I share from my head, and I'm trying to think and figure out everything because I'm a thinker. Once I switch that and share from my heart and share how I really truly feel, things change. And so I bid you that, Scott.
Oh, good job. seriously, you guys, those of you that have been on the Lifestyle Getaways, you understand. You meet these people that you follow on Facebook, these people that inspire you every day. And to have a friendship with them after that is an amazing feeling. Like Chad said, we got close in Punta Cana, and then, you know, he's spending the weekend at our house hanging out. We're doing live videos. We're going down to the beach. You know, we never would have hung out at any other thing because of this company we were brought together. We wouldn't have known Dana and Fern. Like, we would have never been able to hang out like we did in Puerto Vallarta, in Mexico. I was going to say Mexico, but whatever. But those moments that you share with your Thrive family, whether it be all of you guys together or other teammates on other teams, those are the moments that you're going to remember always, because they're, for lack of a better word, it's a precious moment because you don't get to hang out with those people in person all the time. Maybe you don't get to see them other than Facebook, and you get to really see the real them. And you find out, holy cow, this person that's super successful, Dana and Fern, they are just like me, and they're super nice people, and they're just everyday people, and they're amazing. And that's something that's very hard for people to understand. You know, you may look at these Millionaire Award winners as, wow, they're up here and they do something so different than I do. No, they don't. They put their pants on the same way you do every morning. In fact, some of them may not put their pants on until midday, I'm guessing. But that's why Dana's camera's up here. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just, they're normal people, guys. That's all I'm trying to get across to you, that you can have this if you believe you can, because you all deserve it. That's all it takes is the hard work, and just believe that it's yours. Put it on your vision board. And like Chad says, doesn't matter. Dana started like 3 or 4 months before me. Does it bother me that she's super successful and I haven't gotten there yet? No. It drives me because I know I can do it, because she just started before me. That's all. I know I'm going to get there. Might take me a little longer. Maybe I have some more ups and downs. You know, who knows? But you got to roll with it. And you guys all know, and I've said it in the team chat before, we went back as a team way further than I would have liked. But you know what? It made me stronger. And I know you all saw I'm actually a better person because of it. I worked on myself when we had those challenges. And that's a huge one too. You have to put yourself first, guys. It's your headspace that you're in, and you work on yourself. And that's what's going to get you further and further. Don't blurt out what you know about Thrive to your friends. Share from your heart. And when that happens, lives start changing. You guys have all seen me spill my guts and cry on a live video, and I'm not a crier, but I am now. I guess I wasn't before because I didn't care. Now I look back at where we were, and I did a live video with Josh Daniels the other day in Tennessee. I thought about, we were homeless. Like, guys, that hurt. That was the most depressing thing that's ever happened to me, and that belittled me. But you know what? It didn't kill me. And I got past it, and we're in a better spot now than we've ever been before. And you know what? I know now what it feels like to be that low, and I never want to go there again. And that's what's going to keep me fueled. And I never want any of my friends to be that low, so I'm going to help them so they never get there. And the only way you're going to get ahead is by helping everyone else get where they want to go. That's how this business is built. I appreciate every single person on this team, and I will do whatever I can for you as long as you show me, as long as you show me that you're working for it and you really want it, I am here for you. I know a lot of you know that, and you can call me whenever, and I make time for you, right? Am I right? Can I get a show of hands? Can I do that for some people? I will always do that because I appreciate every one of you. Even you, Chad.
What even me? Of course, Scott, I'm your number one.
Yeah.
I just want to add too, you know, if you guys are new in the company or are new, you know, promoters, and you're just kind of starting out, There's no real bearing on the business side of this. I have 2 pointers to throw at you. One, make sure that you know how to explain what the DFT is on your arm. That was something Dana said a while ago. I have like a little thing in my head just to remember it. Like if you're out in the grocery store, someone asks you, what is your DFT? What is that on your arm? It's medicine with some stuff in it that goes in your arm. That's what I heard in Vegas this weekend. I'm like, oh, no. That, and also, you guys are new. I was a second rank in the company for a long time. But you can still make an amazing – Lavelle has blessed me so much. I'll say that financially. Even at the second rank in the company, it would blow your mind. And that was from hard work and dedication from me and my team to hit a bonus that we hit. But beyond that, it was like, thank God for Lavelle and thank God for the financial blessing, but more importantly, thank God for the people. Because the people and the family that I've created and met through this business has been awesome. So I just want to add that.
Awesome. Thank you, man. I'm sorry I got a little off track. I would like to bring on Kalina next, who went on her very first getaway by herself even.
Wow,
I'm so proud of her.
Sounds just like you in New Orleans, by yourself.
Did by myself in New Orleans.
First getaway, by himself even.
So Kalina, why don't you come on and tell us all what you took away from your first getaway? How was it? What was it like going to this thing by yourself?
Can you hear me? Did I unmute myself right? Okay. It was amazing. Like everybody has said, I got the pleasure to meet Dana. I didn't get to meet Chad, so hi. It was just the first day I was there, I was so overwhelmed. I've been to New York City, but Vegas is like, I walked through the hotel and I'm not going to lie, I saw Paul and I was just so overwhelmed. I chickened out on saying hi to him. And he looked at me like, what is this chick doing? Like I walked circles and I passed him, I think 2 or 3 times. And he was like, what is she doing? So finally I found the elevators and I went up in my room, and thank God for Nikki, Nolan, and Kristen. They kind of like were my moms for the weekend. They took me under their wing and I was like, guys, I totally chickened out on seeing Paul. And they were like, what? But then next at the Thrive and Drive, which was awesome. The cars, like sexy doesn't even cover it for those cars. It was amazing. So much to take in. Like you guys said, they make you feel like family, whether they were either 200K or millionaires. It never, ever once did I get in the elevator and somebody would see the DFT. Oh, hey, what's up, fellow Thriver? I said in my live video, like, you can't do that here in New England. If you walk into an elevator, you're lucky to even make eye contact with somebody. But it never ceased to like fail. They were always like, hey, how you doing? What's your rank? Whose team are you on? And it was just so warm and welcoming that even though I went there alone, I didn't feel alone. All of our new 2.0 line, whether we're going to be getting to pick our DFTs and our shake flavors, that is right now my current struggle on my team. They don't want the vanilla. Everybody is pumped for that. I love the vanilla. And erotic, like I think that's going to cause this business to just explode even more. Having athletes that are now thriving, it's going to set a whole new game change plan for us. God, I don't even know where to begin. The auto elite bonus, like Dana got her Tesla today. Like, who can say that a company gives you $1,600 to drive around in a luxury vehicle? I've done direct sales for 10 years. This is the first company that's ever offered that. Meeting Paul when I finally decided to not chicken out. I felt like I thanked him for creating a product that it's literally saved my life. I was extremely vitamin deficient. And like I've said before on plenty of my live feeds, doctors had no idea how I was functioning, let alone how I could even be alive. And I cried and I just melted down. He held my hand and he was like, just thank yourself for trusting whoever brought you into the company. So thank you, Tina. It was an overall amazing experience. I wish I could have stayed longer to soak more in. The neon party was phenomenal. Paul dancing around in his pink wig was hysterical. It's just, you have to earn one of these trips. I was lucky enough to be one of the random selected 4Ks to go, and I'll never miss another one. It put a fire under my ass that I needed. I'm like speechless because I still can't believe that I got to experience something so amazing. And I can't wait to see where the next one's going to be because I'm pretty fired up about that. I definitely will be there, and I know I'm going to try to get as many of my teammates to get there too.
It's a qualifying month. You're going, right?
Yeah, I will be there. And I'm going to make my husband go too, damn it.
Yeah. I want to know what car you're picking.
Because I need a family vehicle, I think I'm going to go for the Escalade. That's what I have on my vision board. I would love to drive around in a Tesla or an Audi, but 2 little kids and all the stuff I got to lug with them, I need something bigger.
Nice. So Gorgs, do you see that? Do you see how her life has changed because you listen to Uncle Scott? That is.
It was definitely a game changer.
2 years she ignored me.
I know, she told me. I feel bad not taking it for I think she gave it to me a week before, but my husband and I went to Panama, and I said, no, I'm going to start it when we get back. I wish I took it on Panama with me because I probably would have hit the promoter button sooner. I waited 7 weeks. We can blame my husband on that because he was like, what's it going to cost you? You've done direct sales for 10 years. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it doesn't cost anything. Well, what have you been waiting for?
How does he feel now, though? About
now he is so happy that my confidence is back because I've said, I had a dark cloud hanging over me before Thrive. Made me even wonder if I wanted to participate in being a part of life anymore. Since Thriving, my confidence is back, so I've been able to remove that black cloud from my life. Tina knows who I'm talking about. I'll just tell you, it's my mother-in-law. She has made me question whether or not I've wanted, and it's just the confidence that the Thrive has given me to be able to finally say, no, you're too negative, you're too toxic, I can't have a relationship with you. And now I'm working on that with other people in my life. It's just been a total game changer. It's been 8 months, and it's been the best 8 months of my life since I've been doing this.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had a great experience.
It was awesome.
Nikki and Kristen were taking good care of you. I was texting them the whole time, right?
Yeah, she goes, Scott just said thanks for watching over you. Did you say something?
I just was making sure everything's good. I love them. They're super nice.
They are.
Yeah, they're funny. I had to kind of take care of them after the neon party, but
yeah, I heard about that too.
They're like, we need Advil.
So,
but yeah, definitely, guys, make it if you can make one. Push for it as hard as you can. I mean, I pushed as hard as I could to get it, and now it's going to make me push even harder.
Perfect. I want to throw one thing in though. You said something that I will disagree with.
Uh-oh.
No, it's okay. It's a disagreement opinion. It's no big deal. You said that you can't do that in New England because you can't get eye contact. But I disagree.
No, you can't.
I'm going to challenge every one of you. Go up to someone every single day with their head down that doesn't want to look at you, and you give them a big good morning and put your hand. I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious. This is a challenge.
No, it's something I need to work on, definitely.
Yes. Because you know what? You are going to make their day brighter. I guarantee it. And it may not be the first day you do it. They may not respond well. But I guarantee if you see those people again, and you do it again, they're going to smile at you and they're going to shake your hand. It takes time. And guess what? You're changing lives. Even something as simple as that. Maybe you make their day. Maybe they're in a horrible, dark place in their life, and they're thinking about doing something horrible to themselves. And your smile, good morning, may change that for them. You could save someone's life. I mean, I know that's the extreme, but I know that happens. It happens every day. I hear it from people all the time. That made my day. That turned my day around. That's all it takes. And I make a point to do that when I go, when I go to the gym. We have a lot of New York, New Jersey transplants and Massachusetts that are in this area.
Wait, somebody may take offense to the New York, New Jersey transplant.
Jimmy's at work. It's okay.
He's like, "Who are you talking about?"
But there's a lot of them here, and in the morning when they're going to the gym, they're always looking down and they don't ever look up. Yeah. And when I'm walking into the gym, I always stop in front of them and say, "Good morning." A couple of times they'll look up at me and just give a little smile and walk in. And then when I'm working out and they walk by, they go, "Hey." They would never do that. Yeah. They would continue to look down. So we're trying to change people, right? We're trying to make everyone better. Not necessarily with Thrive, but better all around. Yep. So there's my challenge to you, Kalina.
Okay. I know I'm working on can't and hard.
There you go. Those two words that need and try.
And
try.
You can and you will.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's easy. Just keep writing it down.
Thank you for sharing today. Before we close out, I would like to know if anyone has any questions for Chad. Unfortunately, Dana had to run and jump on another Zoom call. But Chad's still here, and he would love to answer questions. Right, buddy?
Sure would.
And Kalina would like to answer questions about Vegas if you got those. How's that? Who's got anything? Give us a hand raise. Unmute yourself. Let's get things moving. A little participation time.
Hi, Chad.
Hey, girl.
You look amazing. So tell us, what specifically did you do to help change your mindset when you fell off and you had to kind of reset, because we've all been there? What did you change in your daily and your habits that really made a difference for you?
I literally started running. I was so mad at myself and mad at my circumstance that I was pacing around my apartment because I live by myself, and I was like, what can I do to clear my head? And I'm not a runner. I never have been. It just wasn't in my bones. And I looked down at my Nikes and I literally put them on. I walked outside, I stretched, and I ran 3.5 miles on pavement. I partially tore my muscle in my calf, but because it was the moment that I was pushing myself to run was exactly what I needed to do in my business, both Hair and Thrive. And it was kind of like a weird epiphany kind of thing. But I'm running and I'm like, I didn't think I could run this far now. You know what I mean? I'm like, holy cow, I still got it. I can run. And it was just a really cool feeling to know that, because I haven't ran in 5 years or more. So then I started walking at least 3 times a week. And when I walk, I don't take my phone. I leave my phone in the car. And I have that 30 or 45 minutes of just solitude. And I guess just getting back to me and having me time. I am constantly on my phone. My hair business is on Facebook, and my Thrive business is obviously online. So it is constant for me. And I will tell you guys that, it's okay to take 30 or 45 minutes out of your day to help you, to recharge you. Because we are looking down, like Scott said, I'm constantly looking down at my phone, and I feel like we miss some of those, relationships or connections if we are looking down at our phone. So keep that in mind. But that's what I did. I started running, and I started walking, and just it cleared my head. And that's what kind of got me to where I'm at and why I look the way I do. I literally walked. I had a client one time tell me that, I lost more weight walking than I ever did with a personal trainer. And I've been trying to find a personal trainer for months, and it just took me to kind of grin and bear it and do it. So for me, that's what works.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Hey, Chad, Jamie here. I got one question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
It's kind of an on-the-spot thing, and, do what you got. Most of it, I think, is kind of what you just explained. Awesome story, and you look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
So as a it was like you're speaking to me as a 12K for a long time. What do you feel like? Was there one thing that just kind of sent you from there? Like what changed your mind? Do you have, if you got something?
Yeah, I do.
Now.
I definitely do. I started the month of October, which is when I was going to hit 40K. And I was like, okay, what I've been doing for the past 12 months isn't working. Something's not working. I was signing people up. Everything was happening for me, but my team wasn't seeing that vision. So October, I started doing team calls every week. Team calls. I had Scott on one of them. I had special guests every week, different leaders from different teams, and just throwing out their golden nuggets or their inspiration. But every week I had a team call. Every week I was doing, or twice a month I did a friends and family call. So I would also get my 4Ks and under promoters on a friends and family call to talk about their experience. That kind of blew up. And then in November, it set the tone for what was our biggest month. The last day of the month, we had a $6,000 day. I started at 35,810 and we ended at 41,000 that month. And I mean, to be on a team that hasn't pushed in 13 months, to go and see these people, like, I mean, it was insane. That last like 2 hours, like I was bawling, I was in tears. I mean, it was just like, hold on, I have another one coming in. Hold on, I have another one coming in. And I think that because of my mindset in October is what prepped my team for November. And we were November 1st, we were on and running. Did I lose a little bit of that? Now, yeah, I did. December and January really was hard months, and that's for everyone. But I have to, you have to keep on. Like I was talking to Scott before the Zoom tonight, and I was like, you know what? I have to build a new team. I have to build more people, and you're going to constantly have to do that, and it's okay. But my mindset has changed. Was my team calls every single week. That is what did it, for sure.
That was awesome. No, that definitely hit home. I appreciate it. And I saw Scott cringe when you said hard. I did.
Did I say hard?
You did. I caught you.
I mean, in my language. No, but you know what also, Jamie, is I wrote down like topics for all those weekly team calls, and I put them in a little whole thing, and I put them on my promoter chat, and I was like, these are our team calls for this month. You pre-plan, you already have them. We know what we're talking about. If you guys start team calls and you have 3 people on, it's okay. It's okay to have 3 people on, because there are 3 people on your team that want to hear what you have to say. As the weeks progressed, we had more and more people on the team calls, and by the last one, I think we had 35 people on the team call, and we started at 3. So if that happens to you guys, it's okay. You may have 2 or 3, but it's 2 or 3 people that want to hear what you have to say. So keep that in mind.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Those 2 people could be your rock stars. You never know.
I think you're the one actually that told me that, Scott.
Maybe.
Why are you muted? I was saying you're the one that told me about it doesn't matter if there's 2 people on or 12 people on. I think that was you.
They all know. I tell them all the time. Because I started that way, and I knew until I had that first Thrive After 5 in New Hampshire, I only had a few people. I had Kate Martin, I had Christy O'Brien, and I had Kim and Jamie Holden, and that was really it. They were it for the longest time. And then we did that Thrive After 5, and other people jumped in. And then once people started seeing consistency, that's when they were like, oh, I want to be a part of this. Jamie's this, because like, maybe he's not such a horrible person anymore. I'm going to be a part of this. It happens. And, I give high marks to people that are going through a struggle with their business and still continuing and not giving up. And I'm gonna call someone out right now and not throw her under the bus. It's a kudos to her. Heidi Bavacqua is very, very, very consistent. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And I know all of your friends that hate Thrive. How hard must that be for you every single day? So I'm giving you very, very high marks for continuing, and not quitting.
It's super hard. Yeah,
and staying
it is.
positive.
It's super
I'm
hard.
very proud
Yeah,
of you.
and I am. I stick with it. I believe in it. I love the product. I tell people every chance that I get. I think my hardest part is that I don't go anywhere. I don't get out. You know what I mean? I see the same 50 people every single day. I'm here at home with the same one small person on the weekends. But I try, you know, I wear my DFP. I talk to people say something and I'm like, oh, I got a product for that. I got something that'll help you with that. And they laugh at me, but I still keep putting it out there. They keep hearing. Yep.
And it's going to be a matter of time before they come around again. And I know they will, because I know those people. I know all your friends, obviously, well, most of them. And I know it's going to be like, wow, you're still doing that? That's what's going to happen. You know, because I get that still to some people. You're still thriving. Why would I quit?
You know, it's funny, but look at what Dana said to Chad. You need this.
Jamie.
Right.
And that's what got you, because you knew you needed it. I mean, you said no for what, 6 months? And then you finally said, okay. I mean, I didn't have those struggles because I didn't know about that. It was brought to us and I'm like, I needed something. I was freaking napping on the couch at noon. It was pretty pathetic. And I was 40 pounds heavier. So, you know, I mean, I don't have these struggles, or I didn't have those struggles. And I don't know what it's like to like tell people no, because I wanted a change. So,
Give me 1 second. Chad's got to go do a welcome
I have
call.
until 8:10 now. She said 8:10, so we're good.
Oh, okay. All right.
you know, one thing I want to
Minute by minute.
one thing I want to say is, you know, I know a lot of people, and this may be getting off topic a little bit. A lot of people are nervous to reach out to people. You know, you have that chicken list, right? Do we all have that list? So imagine yourself in New Orleans, right? And there's somebody on your chicken list, and they're up on that stage with that 200K sign, but they're not your 200K. How is that for motivation for reaching out to somebody? I mean, think about that. Think about what could have happened had you just reached out to them. I mean, the worst thing that they're going to say is no, or they're not going to say anything.
And I'm going to bring that into one more person on our team, and she's about to smile in a second. Tina. So Tina had a friend since she was very small who she was not ready to reach out to yet for a various number of reasons. And she sees a welcome to Jordan Dalrymple's team. How does that feel? It sucks.
Kick in the balls. That's what it felt like.
It happens to all of us, but I promise you, if you don't reach out, someone else will. And what sucks even worse is now, because some of you have been around for a while, it's going to be someone you know that reaches out to someone you knew for a long time. And that's the hard part. Now, come to find out, Tina's friend's fiance is actually a really good friend of Jordan. They played football together in college. So that's how small the world is, guys. Like, it was like, I talked to Jordan today about it. It just, you know, we were laughing about it. And he's like, oh, sorry, got him first. You know, that it's a joke, you know, but it's life. And, you know, it's going to be a hard lesson for you, or for, you know, it was for me when it happened to me. But as you guys all know, I have family that's under Christy.
Yeah.
Wanted nothing to do with me. Hated Thrive, don't want to see Thrive, and then signs up under Christy. Whatever. What are you going to do? But if that person was someone I didn't reach out to, because I actually didn't reach out to her in person yet, but if she were to be up on the stage on another team, I would be crushed, you know, my own family. But it's bound to happen if you don't reach out. So get to those people first before someone else does.
You know, and I wanted to add too, so obviously she didn't see that you were thriving with your post on Facebook, so you cannot
Rely on
your Facebook posts to bring in business. And if your PPA is 0, that's probably why. Because I will tell you, my PPA was like freaking 1 for the longest freaking time, and it sucked. And I had me to blame for that because I wasn't doing the work and I wasn't putting the work in. And I was just relying on my Facebook posts to bring in business. And it didn't work. So, you know, if you're not reaching out to people, really need to start. And I'm not ashamed of saying that that my PPA was 1. I mean, my PPA was the highest it had ever been last month. And you know what? I did the flipping work. I did the work because I wanted it.
Because of everything that happened yesterday with my friend, I never leave my house. Like, I go to work with the same 10 people every single day, or I'm home. Like, I never go anywhere to meet new people. So I gave myself a little challenge that anytime I go to the grocery store or anywhere to do errands, I am approaching and stalking like 2 people in the store to figure out what they're doing, if there's anything I can like squeeze in a little Thrive conversation. But like, that's my goal to get me out of my comfort zone, because I don't go anywhere. So I can't rely on Facebook and social media because it gets you nowhere.
Right.
How about mom groups, Tina? Are there any mom groups in your area, even just online stuff?
Yeah. I just want to add too, like, I mean, I hear you guys saying like you can't build the business, but honest to God, guys, I built a 6-figure income business from Facebook. The way I did it was live videos, not from posting. People see the real you in live videos. I agree that you do need to talk to people outside of Facebook for sure. But most of my success with Lavelle has been through Facebook and in my salon, which is kind of the same thing. I've gotten my clients from Facebook and not Instagram. And see, Jordan Dalrymple says I get customers from Instagram and not Facebook. So but if you guys are having struggles on Facebook, do live videos. Do a live video so people can see your quirkiness and you're different, and it's okay to be I messed up. It's okay. It's a live video. Who cares? Like, let people see the real you. Like, stop being scared of doing live videos, and stop being scared of hiding behind something that you're not. You like, just do it. That's
and it doesn't have to be an interview all the time.
To do live video,
someone else. Just talk. Be yourself. Just talk.
There you go. But it will. You watch what happens. You'll have 2,000 or 3,000 views on a video very quickly, and it'll blow your mind. And that's what Scott. Remember our first live video? It was like
we had like 700 people on that video. It was crazy. That
was awesome.
Yeah, you need to come do another one and cut Kim's hair.
No, color.
Oh, color. Sorry.
And a trim and a color.
It's been months. Kim doesn't go to anyone else. Yeah. So she's just sucking it up.
September 17th, as a matter of fact, was the day, I think. 15th, 17th. It's after the hurricane, I know that. It's been a long time, Chad.
Listen, my travel schedule starting this past week is crazy. It's nuts. I'll have to send it to you right now, Kim.
So I will wait for you, Chad. I will wait.
All right, we've gone way overboard today. Does anyone have anything to add before we close out? I want to thank everyone for sticking with us tonight. It's been a longer one than normal. I'm going to let Jamie close us out. Go ahead, bud.
I don't know. That might take a long time. So listen, guys, I want to throw this out there. This is kind of what I've been doing, and I kind of was latching on to what Chad was saying and kind of what everybody's talking about here, and it's about being comfortable. And I can tell you what's going on with me right now. I drove Scott crazy. I've been thriving for almost 20 months, and I can tell you, and he'll say absolutely. And I've said it to him hundreds of times, I was kind of using it as my side business because I'm comfortable, right? I'm comfortable with my work. We make decent money. We go to work every day. We're comfortable because we have a habit, and we make that habit. We get up, we go to work, come back, right? Well, Scott knows, and he's heard me complain about my job, right? For the 20 months. I'm driving my wife crazy because I complain about my job, but I go to work. You know why? Because it's comfortable. But at the same time, what are we all talking about here? It's being comfortable, right? But we don't get on Facebook. We don't go lives. We don't go talk to people because we're uncomfortable. And I'm finding myself to make that relationship, that heart to mind relationship, where I'm not comfortable. I think I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, but I'm absolutely not. I hate where I'm at kind of, deal, but I want to do this. My heart is here now, not my mind. And I'm making that connection, but separation. So I know it's kind of bouncing around, but it's about being comfortable. I am so uncomfortable. And I don't mean sitting in this chair. I mean uncomfortable in the position I am. And you got to find how uncomfortable you are and what you're actually doing every day. What's harder? What's more uncomfortable? Is it talking to that person in the gas station for 30 seconds that you just may never see again? Or like Scott, Kim, Chad said, they might be your next 200K promoter on stage. You'll never know. But if you never say anything, or if you never ask the question, have you heard of Thrive, the answer will always be no. So what's more uncomfortable? Talking to that stranger, talking to, that person in the elevator, getting out, saying hi, doing the live. What's more uncomfortable? And I can tell you, I am uncomfortable going to work again, 65 hours this week. I've already got 30 hours in this week, and it's Tuesday because I had to work Sunday. That is uncomfortable. So what's uncomfortable? I guess that was my closer, is I am uncomfortable right now, and I'm going to keep going, as I'm always going to stay uncomfortable. That fire is going to stay under my ass because I am uncomfortable.
Or I will stay on your ass. One or the other is going to happen. Sunday morning, I get a text. Guess where I am?
Yeah. 6
and it
hours.
hurt me. It hurt me that he said that, because I knew right where you were. I knew that it sucked to be there on Sunday morning.
Yeah. That's uncomfortable. So talking to that person at the gas station, you just got to make what's harder, what's more uncomfortable, what you're doing or what you want to do. What you want to do, I bet you, is going to be less uncomfortable than what you're actually thinking. Just go do. That's what I got. That was pretty quick, huh? Sure.
It was. Good job, buddy. Chad, thank you. I know
Yes.
Kalina and Dana had to bail, but thank you to them for
You're awesome, dude. I can listen to you all night.
We will. Well, you got tomorrow.
You guys should do a live again together. I mean, even if you're not in the same room, you should just plan it. It'd be fun.
Okay.
Definitely.
We can do it.
There you go. Let's have a Zoom live on Facebook. Let's do it.
I'm working on that. I am working on that. So we could have 8 or 9 people on our Zoom live on Facebook.
Bye, guys. I gotta go. See you guys later.
All right, Chad. Thank
Take
you.
care, everybody. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.